I've made it to the museum.
Melina called you in to help her with the exhibit, right?
Right. And now she's missing.
Oh, that sounds bad.
It's too soon to tell.
What are you doing at the museum again?
The museum she works for is opening an exhibit of Greek antiquities, and apparently the museum has been losing staff right and left.
Yeesh. Well, make sure you stand in the middle then.
You look into everything at the museum, and in the meantime, we'll contact the network. Call us if you need anything.
Thanks, I will.
Especially...
What was that?
I gotta go. Hello?
Help me, please! Help!
Be quiet!
Leave her alone.
It's rehearsal. No need for that. But we'll take the compliment. Take 5, Thanos.
I'm so sorry to interrupt your rehearsal.
Don't be. I'm sorry I scared you like that. I thought we were alone.
You were very convincing. I'm Nancy, by the way.
I'm Xenia.
Nice to meet you. I'm here to help Melina with the museum.
Perfect. I'm pretty busy. Hopefully we'll get to know each other.
What's your play about?
Oh, you'll like it. It's got kidnapping, extortion, death, trickery, getting cast down into Hades with no hope of escape. The usual boy meets girl in ancient Greece story.
Sounds exciting.
I hope so. We're performing the story of Persephone to open the new exhibit.
Persephone. Refresh my memory.
She's the daughter of Demeter, goddess of the harvest. But even Demeter can't keep her daughter safe. Hades kidnaps Persephone, you saw that part, and takes her to be his queen.
I'm glad I'm in modern-day Greece. The dating scene back then seemed pretty rough.
That it was. Honestly, the material's a little difficult to work with. I feel like I know her. The more we rehearse, the more I want the story to have a happier ending.
You play Persephone, I presume.
I do. I'm also directing the show.
That's great. I hope I get a chance to see it.
I just hope it's worth seeing. We're doing our best, but can you keep a secret? I'm out of my depth here. None of the rest of them can know, but I am deep, deep in the woods.
I know that feeling, but I think you can accomplish a lot by just acting like someone who knows what's happening.
I have to. I put myself out there. I said, I can do this. So now I have to show up and be the boss, and I have to yell, and even though my voice sounds like shaking paper in my head and my insides feel like snapping twigs, none of them can know that. I just needed to say it.
I bet you'll do just fine.
Really? What makes you think so?
I don't know. It just seemed like a supportive thing to say.
You're nice. Hey, you seem pretty together, but can I give you some advice?
Sure.
Be careful around the boys, especially Thanos.
Why?
He's a bit intense.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you later.
Hi, I'm Nancy. You must be...
Hermes, god of charisma and handsomeness. But the mortals call me Gregor.
Nice to meet you.
The same. What's your role?
I guess I'm playing the part of the museum assistant.
Then why don't we become friends?
I'm open to that.
More than friends?
Less open to that.
Boyfriend at home?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That doesn't affect the average.
What's your role in the production?
Too many things.
Is that usual?
Yes, but things are a little more intense this time.
Because there are so few of you?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you have a larger support crew?
Generally we do. But because the background checks were really extensive, we didn't have time to worry about anyone other than ourselves. To answer your question, I work the lights and the stage cues. I make sure we've got the right scripts, then I do my best to keep us from killing each other.
Why do you think Xenia keeps making your role bigger?
Would you stay out of my things?
Okay.
I have no idea, honestly.
Maybe she just likes keeping you busy.
I have to go.
Can't do that now. I need to figure out the combo.
All right.
What can you tell me about Gregor?
I like him. I know he's the type to flatter. I know it's self-serving to listen to him when he tells me I'm gorgeous and brilliant. But you know what? I can use the emotional junk food some days.
What made you interested in ancient Greece?
I guess if I had to pick an answer, I'd say the ancient Greeks.
Okay, fair answer. It seems a little strange that there are only 4 people in the entire cast and crew.
A good stage director doesn't cast herself, but I understand Persephone.
Okay, how?
I was this happy girl, and one day I fell into this vast sadness. I got out of it, but just like Persephone, I know it will come back for me, even on my best days.
I definitely see you have a personal connection with Persephone, but what happens if there's a problem during the performance and you're all on stage?
I don't like to think about that.
How long have you been touring?
On and off for a while. This is my first time directing, but I've been acting since the day I was born. Who hasn't?
Later.
Bye!
Locked.
You've reached Melina Rossi's personal phone. Please direct all matters related to the museum to the main office line listed on our website.
Finally! What happened back there?
Sorry, I was caught off guard from a very convincing scene from a play.
So everything is fine?
Can't say that for sure, but no one is being actively kidnapped.
Nancy, I've got a strange feeling about what's happening at the museum.
I feel the same way. Something seems a bit off.
Want us to look into everyone at the museum?
That would be great. Please do.
Consider it done. Call us back in a bit, and we'll have everything you need to know.
What have you guys been up to?
The usual. Adventures, globetrotting,
Business school?
on the side.
Are you thinking of leaving the mystery game behind?
No, I'm working on a project.
You are going to freak when you find out.
Joe,
I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Interesting.
it's no big deal, really, but I don't want to jinx it.
Okay, I have to say one thing.
0 things is a better option.
You're going to love it.
It involves me?
I can't say.
It's way down the road, but for now, I'll just wait until Joe accidentally tells everyone.
Me too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What's going on?
I was freehand tracing.
Okay.
I wanted to understand the detail work, so I put thin paper on the glass, leaned in close, and...
Put too much weight on the glass?
Please don't tell anyone I broke the case.
Sounds like it was an honest mistake. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about.
I don't know you. Do you know me?
Not yet. I'm Nancy.
Niobe. I'm the reason we can't have nice things, on a cultural level.
You're in the play, right?
I'm Demeter.
You seem focused. Am I interrupting?
Yes! Thank you, though. I need a break.
Aren't you excited for opening night?
No. No and no. Nope.
Are you nervous?
Nervous when I sleep. Terrified when I'm awake. I'm so relieved we've only got the one show.
Just one? That's nothing.
You should leave.
What? Why?
You might end up spoiling the ending if you hear too much.
I think I know how it ends.
No. Our ending is different. More frightening. Less predictable.
Are you...
Late? Yes. I have to go.
Check. That's done. Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet. Can't check that off yet. Can't check that off yet. Haven't done that.
How was the flight?
Couldn't tell you. I slept right through.
Slept on a flight? What witchcraft is this? She's a witch! Burn her!
Hi, Joe.
I do not consort with witches.
Our in-flight movie was about Salem, and apparently Joe took away the wrong lesson.
How have I lived this long without knowing how fun reckless accusations are?
Anyway, how's Greece?
Well, I'm having a bit of a problem.
Perhaps you should try stepping into water and letting me know if you float.
I'll add that to the list. Have you been able to look into the entire cast?
Yeah, you're dealing with something really serious here.
Tell me more.
That's the thing. We're not sure.
First red flag is the staff.
As in, where is everyone?
We reached out to the network to see if we could track down any of the workers who left.
No one would talk?
No one could be found.
Oh.
Keep quiet on that until we figure out what's happening.
We can fill you in on everyone at the museum, but these are dangerous people. You have to tread lightly.
Tread lightly. She's so bad at that.
Thanks, Joe.
Sorry. Just be careful. Something big is happening.
What did you find out about Gregor?
Did you notice anything about his Greek accent?
What Greek accent?
Right? He's an American, and Gregor is not his name.
Really?
Really.
So, who is he?
He may be an actor, like he says. We can't figure out why he changed his name.
But we did find out a bit about his past.
What's his story?
Pretty sad, actually. He's an only child. His parents died when he was really young.
He grew up completely alone.
In and out of foster care until he aged out of the system.
It may explain the assumed name.
Right. Maybe the name has some meaning.
Right. It could be a stage name.
Like a nom de plume, but for actors.
Or it could be something more serious.
Like a nom de guerre.
Unlikely. Either way, we'll look into it.
What's the network?
ATAC.
Why change the name?
Apparently, the FBI doesn't like explaining that they get help from America's teens.
Ah, okay.
I don't see a "you must be this old to solve a crime" sign anywhere.
Well, there might be a law about that somewhere.
Don't care. What am I going to do with all my ATAC shirts? I have so many!
Sorry to bring up a sore point.
ATAC forever!
But really, it's the network now.
Did you find anything out about Xenia?
She seems to be more or less who she says she is.
We know she's from New York.
She grew up around a lot of artists and professors and the like.
Looks like she was put in contact with the production's organizers and jumped at the chance to direct.
That seems reasonable.
It does, but we're going to keep looking.
The dots connect, but who knows if we're seeing all the dots?
Oh, I know that feeling. I might need some outside help. Do you know anything about Greek art?
You're in luck.
I am.
We'll make a call and have the book sent to you right away.
Thanks. Later.
Later.
I have a question for you.
Okay, what's up?
Why are you here?
I was invited.
Are you an art expert?
No.
I guess I don't get it.
I ran your background check.
Now, why would you go and do a thing like that? It's already been done.
My friends have access to some pretty powerful resources. I have some bad news to report.
Should I sit down?
Maybe. According to my sources, you're not who you say you are.
Oh. I should probably be wearing something else then.
I know your background. My question is, why did you use a false name?
Not false. I changed it legally. I slipped a little, not enough, money in the envelope to keep the record sealed.
What drew you to ancient Greece?
Greece cultivated the thoughts and ideas that shaped the Western world, which Rome then conveniently sold door to door at the pointy end of a spear. Still, I love the gods, though. Imagine living in their shadows. So much drama took place on Olympus. I guess the Pantheon was the first theater troupe in a way.
Greece certainly has a very impressive cultural history.
I know. I haven't even gotten to the music or the food.
You're telling me I'll probably gain a few pounds during my visit here.
Only a few? On the behalf of the people of Greece, I'm insulted. If I had a big Greek family, I'd invite you for food and arguments, and singing at the end.
That would be nice.
Wouldn't it? I'll make it happen one day. You'll see.
If it's okay for me to say so, it seems like you had a bit of a rough time growing up.
We chose to put on a Greek tragedy. But when your parents die young, it's Dickens or nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
The hard days are over. Growing up alone had its perks. It taught me how to study people. When you don't have much power, you have to know how to read people in your life.
So it was something of a survival strategy?
You could say that. Each time they put me in a new home, I'd do my research. I'd listen, watch people, feel them out. Every once in a while, I'd strike gold and find a diary.
Why?
If I liked the family, I'd do my best to be what they wanted.
You didn't want to be yourself?
I didn't think I'd be okay if I did. I figured, if you're taking in a kid, there must be something you want. I'd try to be whatever or whoever was missing from their home until they realized that never works. Not a great way to grow up, but an actor couldn't ask for finer training.
How did you get into acting?
It's not a proud story.
Are you okay telling me?
For you, dear, I'd do anything. I was discovered in the costume department,
Nothing embarrassing about that.
stealing a warm jacket.
Got it.
It was just my luck that the director of the theater needed some extras he couldn't afford. So for my first gig, I was paid in not going to juvenile lockup.
A few key words to leave off the resume. Is there a significance to the name you're using?
There is. All the significance in the world. Gregor is the man who caught me stealing. He ran the theater.
Is he a hero of yours?
Mentor, I guess. He said I was a natural on the stage, but hopeless at life. My boy, you're the only student I've ever had to teach how to stop acting. With each show and rehearsal, he gave me a space to get to really be myself for the first time.
He sounds very special.
The truth might just be that he was an average man who found an unfortunate kid. To me, he was great.
What are your plans after the show?
One day, I'd like to open up a theater of my own. Maybe give back the gifts I was given.
I think that's a nice idea.
And I'd put Gregor's name on the marquee. Like I said, I'm just borrowing the name. I've been keeping it safe until I can put it where it belongs.
Did I upset you earlier?
No. The show was starting to rest on my shoulders more and more. I needed to catch my breath.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Still have to do that.